this was not how I thought this video was gonna go. I saw last week's video. We did a whole house reset, planning to decorate for Christmas. This week's video is supposed to be a whole house Christmas decorate with me. The decorating has already happened, so let's make a coffee and I'll bring you up to speed. And while my coffee is brewing, I'm actually gonna go ahead and work on my bread. I started the dough last night, but I fell asleep and did not put the starter in, so it's pretty dry this morning, but we'll be able to get it back up and running as soon as I add in the starter. It'll get dampened and then we'll be rocking again. But I'm using the no knead sourdough bread recipe from Farmhouse on Boone. This actually makes 2 loaves, so I'm going to bake one. Actually, I might bake both of them. I think I'm gonna bake both of them. I'm gonna freeze one of them so we have it next week when I'm not gonna be able to make bread, and we'll have one for the rest of this week as well. Look how cute these cups are. And I add my glass straw. So good. Something so festive about these little cups. I actually got these from Target. I've just been making this peppermint mocha with the Chobani creamer, and it's really delicious, and I like how it comes out every time, which is nice because when you go to a coffee shop, you never know. Like, you could go to the same coffee shop and every once in a while it could just not hit the same. Normally during the Christmas season, I love Starbucks peppermint white mocha, but this satisfies that. And this is made with skim milk. I know exactly what's in here for ingredients, and it's a lot cheaper, obviously, than going to Starbucks. A little bit of an update. I was planning, today is Wednesday when I'm filming this. I started decorating early because I actually have surgery very soon, and so I knew that once I have my surgery, I'm not going to be able to lift things, and of course my husband is great and lifts everything I need to anyway, but I just knew it wouldn't be an enjoyable experience trying to decorate when I'm recovering from surgery. So I wanted to make sure the whole house was decorated because I actually really want to be able to slowly enjoy the season, especially as I'm going to be recovering most of the month of November. So I started on Friday, and I knew it was going to take me probably a couple days because 1, I like to do things slowly anyway. 2, with the baby, obviously my time is now not just my own, right? So I can't just do things when I want to do them. But it is now Wednesday, and like I said, I started this process I think on Friday, and the way that the house is right now, it's basically done. I have a few final touches I want to do with the decor for now, and then I actually do have 2 homemade Christmas projects that I want to work on as the season progresses a little bit. Those I should be able to do without any problem while I'm recovering from surgery. And so yeah, I plan on showing those. So if you're interested in like homemade Christmas decor, you'll definitely want to stick around for that video. And of course, I'm still going to do my Christmas home tour like I do each year. I just won't have like that whole entire video dedicated to me decorating, but I will link my playlist from previous years if you're interested in seeing me actually like set up my decor. Figured I would just take you with me for the day, so let's go. Let's see how this goes with baby undertow, but I wanted to show you what I do for makeup lately. Very rarely do makeup, to be honest. I always wear makeup to church, but that's like it, honestly. I just don't, not that I don't want to, I love doing my makeup, but when I'm home with her, the baby, I just, partly I see it as a waste, even though I know it's not. It can be a waste, but it can also just help you feel more put together and more productive throughout the day. Plus, in general, I just like doing my makeup and having my makeup done. But yeah, I definitely have not seen it as a priority since having her. I just started by putting on my facial moisturizer. I use Daylight by Crunchi. Crunchi is a non-toxin skincare and makeup brand. I've been using them since 2020 when I first learned about the ingredients in our products. And that was the first time that I realized how bad the ingredients, the traditional ingredients, were in cosmetics, and how they're not regulated like most everything else. There's very limited regulation, and it's starting to get better, thankfully, but it's still not great. So Crunchi is one of the only brands that I truly trust, because there's a lot of greenwashing that can happen. If you know about greenwashing, it's basically when a company advertises as being like eco-friendly, clean, vegan, and there's very limited standards on what is required to be able to advertise that way. So a lot of times you think a product is clean, but it might not be as clean as you're assuming based on how it's being marketed. So that was something I learned early on in my journey. I'm looking for my primer. So I don't just use Crunchi, but Crunchi is like my go-to. I'm using the Smart Primer now. This is the only primer that I can use. Every other primer I've ever tried, I'm just looking in the mirror over here. Every other primer I've ever tried has caused me to break out. So Crunchi, I will never use another primer. This is it. So they're gonna have it forever, I hope, because I would cry. But yeah, I wore this on my wedding day, and everything. Like, it is very high performing, the cleanest ingredients, and I am an advocate with Crunchi, so I always have my link down below if you want to get $10 off your first order, I believe it is. I will have it linked down below once again if you're interested in checking them out, or you just want to browse their website. And I'm going in with their Sunlight, which is their tinted sunscreen. I love this. It is actually, I do 2 pumps, which is unnecessary for most people, but I like a full coverage look, so I tend to do 2. This is like the equivalent of putting on a foundation for me. So if I don't want to put on foundation, or I'm going to be out in the sun, foundation, they like something lighter or like a multi-step product. And so I know for a lot of people, the sunscreen, tinted sunscreen, was like the best thing ever, because now they don't have to worry about mixing. Like, I always would just mix my sunscreen with my foundation if I wanted to make a tinted moisturizer or a tinted SPF, but now you don't have to do that. I definitely got super like legalistic about it. I just was so mind blown about the type of ingredients that could get through in our products. And that goes for everything. Like, the amount of baby products that I've either gone to buy or somebody has bought me, and I flip the package over and it says one of those like prop warnings, and like in the state of California it's known to cause birth defects or fertility, reproductive harm. I'm like, how are we still doing this? I would say I went pretty legalistic for a while about the products that I would use, and I would not touch any other products that I knew weren't 1,000,000% clean. But I've definitely come a long way and realized that that mentality either can be really dangerous, at least for my type of personality. I was just getting really fearful, and this should never make us fearful. It should just educate us and help us make better decisions going forward. But I'm also a lot less legalistic about it. So if I find a product I like, or I need something and I grab it and I pick it up, I say it's not the best option, but I'm going to use it for now. I would just say be mindful about what products you're using and see how your skin reacts too, because a lot of times products we're using are actually irritating our skin, and we think that it's just our skin, right? Like, we're like, oh, we just are acne prone, or I just get irritated when I use makeup products in general or skincare. But I would argue that you probably aren't just sensitive to all makeup. It's probably the makeup and skincare that you're using. So if you find that your skin is super textured, you're super acne prone, tons of redness, things like that, or you just get super irritated when wearing makeup, highly recommend starting with Crunchi, switching products out slowly for theirs, and see over time if you notice a difference, because my skin completely transformed. And I had pretty good skin to begin with, but very rarely, very rarely, I might get a hormonal breakout or something like that, but my skin has completely transformed since switching all my products over to toxin free. I'm not going to take everything off the mantle because I just set that up on Friday. Today's Wednesday. So it's all dusted and it's not in bad shape. So not going to do that, but I am going to redust these windowsills. Also, things that you don't really think about, or I don't tend to think about, are like my picture frames. These get dusty. And often I'll like do everything and then not have touched the little lips on the picture frames, and they're pretty gross. Give this little shelf dusting, even though it's probably not bad at all. Like I said, I just dusted all this before I decorated. But you get to see a few peeks at my decor here. All right. The other thing that I wanted to say though, seriously, I made a video recently about how I completely transformed my homemaking schedule, basically actually making a schedule, because since my daughter was born, I have not had a set schedule when it comes to what days I do what in my home, and I constantly felt overwhelmed. I felt like I got to the end of the day, and while I did do stuff all day, I felt that I didn't get everything accomplished because I had this constant running list of all the things I needed to do at all times. And so no matter how much I did in the day, if I didn't get to every single thing, which is going to be impossible, then I felt like I failed. And so now I have certain rooms that I clean each day, and I also have certain daily tasks that I do every single day. And it has been a game changer because, for example, the playroom in there, like I said earlier, that room currently has some decor that I haven't figured out exactly where I want to put it. I have some sewing stuff out for the stockings and just some random stuff that needs to be organized and put away that got pulled out when I was decorating. And so while I can look in there and see that there's stuff that needs to be picked up, I don't have to have the mental capacity to think I need to get to it today because it's not my job to tackle that room until tomorrow. So Thursdays are the days that I handle the playroom and my daughter's room, where I deep clean, I organize, I do all that. So it's really nice because if I get the room designated for today, which in my case is the living room, if I get this room tackled and I get through all my daily tasks, which is laundry, dishes, and vacuuming all the floors, then I can feel accomplished and I did everything that I was scheduled to do for that day. So it has been a huge game changer. I'll link the video down below and up here as well if you haven't seen that one. If you're somebody who's struggling with feeling super overwhelmed in your house and you don't have a schedule, I know not all moms work well with a schedule. Some moms definitely prefer just to go about and do what they do each day, and if that works for you, great. But if you're someone who's feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you can't get enough done throughout the day, you get to the end of the day and you feel like you didn't get to everything that you wanted to do or needed to do and you feel discouraged, this might be the plan for you. Okay, so baby is up from her nap. We gave her some milk, and now I'm going to be making a little gift basket. My hairstylist is having her first baby in March, which is quite a while away still, but I'm going to get my hair done with her now in November, and then I probably won't get it done again until February. February is going to be cutting it close. There is a possibility that my February appointment I won't see her, and so I wanted to make her this little basket and give it to her as an early Christmas gift, basically. Okay, the first thing I got was this basket from Target. I thought this was really cute with the little scallops, and I thought it would be really cute to add everything into this little basket because one, it's easy to carry this way, it looks really pretty, and also she could use this either in the baby's nursery or really anywhere in your house you could use it. Okay, and now I have this box which has everything in it that I'm going to use for this little gift basket. So Everylife, you guys know if you've been here for any length of time, they are the diaper and wipe brand that I've been using ever since my daughter was born. I had heard about them before I had the baby, and so they were really on the top of my mind. I had tried Honest and I tried Everylife, and I really like the Everylife ones. They are plain white diapers, so you don't see any colorful designs through baby's clothing, which I like. They're very simple, they're clean, they are made with clean ingredients, and they are a pro-life, pro-mom, pro-baby company, which I really love, and they love God. So because of that, I love supporting them, and I also like sharing them with other moms who I think would also really enjoy them. And so Everylife actually has this box that you can get for a first-time mom or a mom that you're wanting to give a gift to. Doesn't have to be a first-time mom, but if you know that they need diapers, this is a really great gift idea. So they give you this box and it's all tied up pretty, and they actually add tissue paper and everything, so you can actually just gift it. So if you wanted to ship it straight to their house, or you want to deliver it to your house and then ship it to them, they make it super easy. And if you would prefer to just get a subscription, you can do like a diaper and wipe subscription for an expecting mom, or you can just pick out individual products if you don't want everything that's in the box, or you want to mix and match. So you have different options, but in this particular new baby box, they give you a pack of newborn diapers and a pack of size 1 diapers, which is nice because you have a little bit of variety there. It also comes with this little card. They also give you a pack of white face and body baby lotion, as well as a baby shampoo, so you can throw those in there. A little onesie. This one is size 3 to 6 months, and it's really cute, and it says worthy of protection and celebrations. And the last thing I'm going to add in is one of these Cuddle and Kind little bears. This is so cute. I think this is called the Honey Boucle bear. I just think these stuffed animals are so cute. They're made with organic materials, which I really like. Let's go ahead and pack this up and see how it looks.